Liberty Hill Townhouses is an 88-unit family property, affordable housing that's owned by Home City Development, Inc., and it's managed by Housing Management Resources, Inc. And both of those organizations are very committed to resident engagement and to high-quality housing and vibrant neighborhoods. So in 2016, we really ramped up the resident engagement opportunities, and that's when we proposed a project to the Community Foundation of Western Massachusetts to have an arts integrated literacy project. And it was a 2-year grant that we were working with. And that enabled us to bring in Enchanted Circle Theatre to do a variety of arts integration activities over the course of those 2 years. We also partnered with UMass Extension 4-H for that project as well. So between the two community organizations, we had a lot of wonderful things going on, and we trained our staff and our youth leaders to carry on those activities for the future.
The history behind this, the mural itself, was I think when they first started creating, they have a little park here at Liberty Hill, and the initial idea, as you can see behind me, was a mural to go there. So we kept with that concept, and we got a grant from the Community Foundation of Western Massachusetts, and to do a literacy and arts integrated work with Liberty Hill. So this is one of the bigger projects that we did, and we had a couple of other projects in between.
So in the very beginning, we started having resident meetings and different kinds of get-togethers and getting their ideas about what they might want to see. At one point, we did a search on the web of mural projects around the world and got adults from the Liberty Hill community involved and looking at murals and seeing what they liked and giving Gabriela feedback on what kinds of murals they liked.
That's where I got some ideas from them where certain things didn't really represent Liberty Hill. And so in certain things, and they wanted to make sure their culture was represented and all the different cultures that live here and all the different people that live here and all the generations that live here as well. And so after that, I came up with a bigger design idea from all their ideas, from the youth leaders, from the kids for colors. So it became a very multifaceted with different age groups, different cultures coming together just to create this one bigger piece. And so we also designed the panels to go to it. So then with what we have too, we kind of did the process from the city of Philadelphia, their technique where we're using kind of a fabric to create panels, and then we're going to be placing them and gluing them onto the bigger panel.
Some of the interesting things are that people came together for different meetings, especially the adults, actually. A lot of times the kids are involved in things, but the parents are otherwise busy or hold back or aren't involved. So we had things specifically for adults, which was great. It brought people out who haven't necessarily been coming to other things and connected people who didn't necessarily know each other, even though they live in the same community. And so it built new relationships with the staff, with residents, and between residents, of people connecting and having an opportunity to come together around a specific project. So that was really great.
We had people who lived really close to each other who had never met. And so that was a great way of meeting, and these two different cultures wind up meeting. And it's just amazing to also kind of show the wide variety. So we have a lot of Spanish-speaking households, African-American, and families from Africa. And also we have people Native American, and especially this one person really wanted to make sure that represented his people, which is very hard to do, and you don't really see that in a lot of artwork. And this was a great way to kind of bring it all together.
I just came in the room thinking that we were going to do something boring and regular, just like drawing. But I actually got to paint, so I was actually excited. Since I don't usually get to paint, since in like my school we don't have art. So I usually just like wait for opportunities here and just like try painting.
The whole like feng shui was a little different. Like as soon as the whole like thing ended, the whole event, everybody was talking, laughing at each other like they saw each other like a last like high school reunion or something. Like everybody was cool, like everybody was bonding. So it looked pretty nice.
Yeah, so it was really great. We had a mural celebration in June after we had the mural up, and we're just doing some finishing details on it. And we had a fabulous turnout, probably one of our largest turnouts. It was the weather was great. It was a beautiful day. We had music through our tailgate speakers and food. I had a cookout and games for the kids, and a lot of people free raffles for people. And then we also had Gabriela and one of the residents, Ariana Lowndes, who's done a lot of work on the mural there, people could put their handprints on the mural. And so that was really a cool thing to have all the people participating in that way. It was a lot of fun.
Everyone's there, seeing each other, happy, seeing the kids that are happy, make sure the kids are safe. So, and if we leave again, we come back, we remind ourselves this is home again.
I feel like the whole idea of a community-based art project is very different than public art. So public art is an artist just comes in, doesn't really represent the community that they're working with. And so what we want to do with Enchanted, we wanted to make sure that this is a community-based mural that the residents have every say in it. So from beginning of the idea to the final representation of the idea. And I was just the conduit to make those ideas, to create it so it's actually in a three-dimensional form. But I think one of the biggest goals is community engagement and getting residents to really do more with Liberty Hill and really kind of see who your neighbors are.
I hope that this can spark some new ways to connect here in the community, and to know that the resident engagement program is not just for the kids. We have a lot going on for the kids and for the teen youth leaders and so on, but we really want to connect with the whole community, and for people in the community to get to connect with each other in new and creative ways. So we're hoping this is just a spark and an energizer that we can build upon, and then also that every time people see that mural, whether they're at the bus stop or driving by or in the park, they'll know that was kind of a community activity that brought people together and will just help to foster ongoing positive relationships.